This summer, I got to spend 3 weeks visiting my aunt's vet practice, the animal care clinic in India. This trip was quite special as my twin sister got to come with me. It was a little bit tricky getting pictures throughout this trip as photos weren't allowed in many places. We arrived at my aunt's house late at night and were shocked to be greeted by a cow living in her backyard. I know that this may align with the idea that a lot of you have of India, but my aunt lives in a busy city and trust me, this is not normal. Anyways, I grew up visiting this clinic and have many memories here far before I knew I wanted to be a vet. I remember my aunt showing me around the clinic when I was in elementary school and pointing out the operation theater. I asked her what kinds of movies she plays for the dogs to distract them from their surgeries. Many years and a couple of career changes later, it was very special being back at the place that inspired my love for vet med. The story of how this clinic came to be is a pretty cool one. After graduating vet school, my aunt opened this clinic in the garage of her family home. Over the years, she's expanded it to be one of the most prominent vet clinics in the country. Being back at this clinic as a vet student allowed me to notice so many cultural differences in the ways we practice vet med. There's less of a distinction between primary care and emergency medicine. Most doctors in human medicine will see emergent cases, and this translates into clients' expectations for vets as well. Another huge difference was how involved pet owners were while at the clinic. Owners are expected to restrain their pets and can be with their pet the entire time at the clinic. There's even a peephole that allows them to watch their pet in surgery. They also don't have formal specialist training programs for vets like we have in the US. My aunt has done a lot of CE and specialty surgery and performs IVDD surgeries, cataract surgeries, TPLOs, FHOs, and so much more, so I got to see some pretty cool surgery while I was there. My aunt also connected me with one of her colleagues while I was in India who runs a huge animal rescue and low-cost vet clinic for the local community in Chennai called the Basant Memorial Animal Dispensary. The veterinarians working there did such a great job of including me during appointments. I got to practice reading blood work, reading cytologies, and doing physical exams. I'm one of the co-directors for the Knights Landing One Health Clinic, so it was interesting to see how an access to care clinic is run abroad. A challenge that I encountered during my trip was the language barrier. My aunt's clinic is located in Hyderabad, where most people speak Telugu. I had to rely on people at the clinic who spoke English to translate for me. The animal rescue that I visited for the second part of my trip was in Chennai, where most people speak Tamil. This is where my family is from, and I surprised myself with how much Tamil I was able to understand in a medical setting. We ended our trip by doing lots of shopping and visiting family friends we haven't seen in a while. After my first year of vet school, it was the perfect time to reconnect with the environment that inspired my love for vet med.